Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Vina Rahmawati. You can call me Miss Vina, and I'm from English Department of University of Islam Malang. How is everyone going? I hope you all stay safe and stay healthy in this pandemic situation. So, what will we learn today? Yes, as you can see in this video, we will learn about analytical exposition text. And this is the learning objective of this material. After following the learning process, students are expected to be able to identify the text structure and language features in analytical exposition text, identify the social functions of an analytical exposition text, and the last, create and develop an analytical exposition text about currently issue. Before going to the material, now look at the text. You can pause this video and read text carefully. Okay, have you done? Now, just like what you have seen before, we are going to talk about analytical exposition text, and this is the example of analytical exposition text. Jadi, ini adalah contoh dari analytical exposition text. But we are going to analyze this text later. And first, let's get to know the basic concept. Tetapi, kita akan menganalisis teks ini setelah penjelasan. Pertama, kita bahas dulu nih basic konsep dari analytical exposition. So, what is analytical exposition text? Let's get to know. Exposition text is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. Jadi, analytical exposition text itu adalah suatu teks yang digunakan untuk menjelaskan pandangan penulis mengenai suatu hal atau suatu fenomena yang ada di sekitar. And the social function of analytical exposition text is to persuade the reader to look at an issue with the writer's perspective. Jadi, fungsi sosial dari analytical exposition text ini adalah untuk meyakinkan pembaca bahwa topik yang dibahas itu adalah topik yang penting, yang mana pembaca itu melihatnya itu sesuai dengan pandangan dari penulis itu sendiri. Exposition text can be found in many forms such as legal defenses, letters, political leaflets, essays, newspaper articles, and editorials. Now we are moving to the characteristic of analytical exposition text. An exposition text needs to first clearly state the point of view. Jadi, exposition text itu memiliki beberapa ciri-ciri. Yang pertama, exposition text itu biasanya menjelaskan pandangan penulis itu secara jelas. Dan yang kedua yaitu use valid research findings to support your viewpoint. Menggunakan penemuan peneliti untuk mendukung pandangan penulis. And the third is defend your point, and the last is support the viewpoint with factual data. Jadi untuk mendukung pandangan penulis atau pemikiran penulis didukung oleh data yang faktual. Another important characteristic of analytical exposition text is the language features. There are several language features, and this is type of text that you need to know. First is use present tense, such as it causes, it is important, and etc. And then use mental verbs, such as I believe, I prefer, I agree, I doubt. Mental verbs itu apa sih? Mental verbs itu adalah kata yang merujuk pada kemampuan berpikir yang aksinya secara umum abstrak. Jadi contohnya adalah I believe, I prefer, I agree, I doubt, I know, and many more. And the third, use saying verbs to support the argument, such as people say, it is said, research indicates, etc. And then use connecting words to link the arguments so that the flow of the arguments is logical fluent. Jadi menggunakan kata penghubung agar satu argumen dengan argumen lainnya itu berkesinambungan. Contohnya yaitu additionally, moreover, firstly, secondly, and etc. And then use causal conjunction such as because, despite, due to, otherwise, and etc. The last is use persuasive techniques. Use generalizations to support viewpoints or arguments. Use evidence and facts to back up the generalization, like using research, expert opinions, testimonies, or quotes. Use exaggerations to make things or issues appear better or worse than they actually are. Now, we are going to look for each language features with the text that I showed you before. In the text sample, this is the first paragraph, and the language features is use present tense. It can be seen in cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. Jadi, language feature dari menggunakan present tense di teks yang tadi itu terlihat dari kalimat cars create pollution and cause a lot of road deaths and other accidents. And then another language feature, use mental verbs, as we all know. Next, the language feature, use connecting words. Firstly, secondly, and thirdly. Jadi di teks yang sudah saya berikan tadi di awal, teks tersebut menggunakan connecting words firstly, secondly, and thirdly. Now, we are moving to the generic structure of analytical exposition text. The generic structure of analytical exposition text is divided into three parts. First is introduction or thesis statement, and second is body, which consists of arguments, and the last is conclusion or reiteration. Introduction introduces the topic and shows speaker or writer's position. Jadi introduction atau thesis statement ini itu memperkenalkan topik yang akan dibahas dan menunjukkan posisi dari penulis itu sendiri, apakah dia setuju atau dia malah tidak setuju dengan fenomena yang terjadi pada saat itu. It outlines of the arguments that are presented. And then next is body. It consists of point and elaboration. Jadi dalam body atau arguments itu terdapat dua, yaitu point dan elaboration. Yang mana point states the main argument. Jadi point itu menjelaskan tentang pokok dari argumen si penulis. And elaboration develops and supports each point of arguments. Dan elaboration ini mendukung dan mengembangkan dari argumen pokok dari penulis itu sendiri. Dan yang terakhir, conclusion or reiteration. It also could be restatement because restates the speaker or writer's position. Jadi di conclusion ini itu menegaskan kembali atau menjelaskan kembali posisi dari penulis itu sendiri. And now let's analyze the text again with its structure. As you can see, cars should be banned in the city is the title, and then this one is the introduction or thesis statement, and this is the body or arguments. This is first argument, the second, and the third. And the sentence is the point. The next sentence is elaboration. And the last is conclusion or reiteration. Okay, enough with my part. Now it's your turn. You have to answer some questions related to the topic that we have learned before. Do in your worksheet that I have sent in WhatsApp group, and good luck. Okay, students, thank you for your nice attention today. If you have a question, feel free to ask me in WhatsApp group. Thank you so much and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.